Good morning, everyone. I believe I've actually managed the tools. I believe I'm live in YouTube and LinkedIn and Twitch. Challenge will just be where I can monitor all chats once. I think I've got that laid out. Good morning, everyone. Cool. I believe I've actually thank goodness for two monitors. All right. I did not. I'm live in YouTube and LinkedIn and Twitch. Play ads first. Challenge will just be where I can monitor all Twitch. That's something that I need to remember to do for next time. I think I've got that. But we're just gonna go live today because everything is working. So cool. I don't want anything to break. So for the Twitch viewers who get ads, I apologize. All right. Oh, what's going on today? Okay, yeah, ads don't equal marketing. So this was interesting. An interview I read in one of my newsletters. We're just going to go live today because everything is someone who was in charge of marketing for a couple big brands. Now I can't remember who. Pepsi. Oh, what's going on? Enterprise level. Okay, yeah, ads don't equal marketing. And as someone who doesn't really consider themselves a marketer, even though someone who was in charge of marketing for a couple big brands, now I can't remember who, Pepsi. I definitely fall into the trap of, enterprise. Okay, I'm doing marketing, so I'm writing advertising for you. I'm writing blog post and web copy. Consider themselves a marketer. And I know I need to keep an eye on the stats that actually matter. What is your revenue? How are things going? What is actually helping your business? What is actually moving your business? I'm doing marketing, so I'm writing advertising for you. I'm writing. At the end of the day, I don't have any control over the bigger picture. I have to try to orient the marketing strategy around all the other factors. What is your revenue? How are things going? And his actually helping your business. Point, one of his in this interview, was that so advertising only responsible for 10% of sales. You can have the most amazing, eye-catching, all the other factors, interesting ad. But that's only a part of your sales and a part of your marketing. Marketing being more broadly only responsible for 10% positioning your product for the general public. Market alignment is much bigger than just what you write in your ads, what you write on your social media. The much more important factor, the 90%, are like price, quality, new products, research and development, product placement, so distribution, and marketing being siloed into communications and advertising can't affect those things. So maybe you need your marketing chief research and development to really be part of those bigger conversations. That was a really good interview, and I think for both businesses and marketers to keep that broader perspective. Something that has come up in personal maybe you need your marketing is are the pros and cons of do-it-yourself marketing. So I wanted to address that briefly. I think for both because especially for small business owner, broader perspective, or business owners of certain personality types, something that has come up. I say pride. I don't necessarily mean it as a negative, although it certainly can be. Is But obviously as a writer, I like my own writing. I don't actually think I'm the best writer, though. I just have it. But you might need to do your own marketing for one reason or another. I say pride. I don't necessarily mean it as a negative, although it certainly can be. But that does have consequences. Yes, it is cheaper, but it is also time consuming. I dedicate a lot of time keeping up with your skills and keeping up with your trends. But you might need to do your own marketing for one reason or another. You don't, but that does have consequences. You don't necessarily have the best execution. What I see most often is honestly just business owners losing track of time. Marketing gets pushed out on the list in case of other emergencies and client needs, product needs, and so marketing gets relegated to one day a month or really weird hours, which leads to inconsistency. Inconsistency is a major negative for emergencies marketing messaging. You need to be consistent. But that lack of experience can also harm you. Now, granted, there's always the joke of having the teenager do your social media, but that's a little bit true. If you have a non-expert who lives in that world, they are going to have really good insights in terms of what they like, what they see working, what their peers like. Now, granted, you also have to keep in mind your target audience. So if you're having a 16-year-old do TikToks, but you're selling to 50-year-old businessmen, there may be a disconnect. That's another one of those times where, okay, maybe we need to rethink our strategy and realign with what our target audience is actually doing. Now, granted, you also have to keep in mind your target audience. So if you're having a 16-year-old do TikToks, point being, sometimes business owners, because they are inconsistent and they're not keeping up with best practices, they don't get the results they expect. They don't go viral on social media. Imagine that. Not really getting increased web traffic, whatever the case may be. And so they think that doesn't work. No, Facebook doesn't work. I tried it. SEO doesn't work for me. I tried it. But what they tried was only, a part of it. So if you have to do it yourself, I'd kind of keep those things in mind. The return on investment tends to be a little bit lower. Conversion tends to be a little bit lower if you do it yourself. For those that doesn't mean it's the wrong idea for you. It still might be the right idea because of budget or the particular needs of your company right now. A part of it. Just always keep that in mind and maybe hire just a part-time consultant or something to meet with you once a month and go over your strategy so that you are kind of meeting goals and keeping up with best practice. It still might be the right idea. That conversation comes up a lot. And finally, okay, so this is back more in the news quadrant. There is no lawsuit on the books, but Apple is paying Google for its AI to use in Siri. kind of meeting goals and keeping up with and as soon as I read that, I was like, wait, didn't we just have a lawsuit over this like 2 years ago? So is this going to get Google in trouble again? But on the other hand, is it a monopoly if people just keep giving you money? Right? As far as I know, this was all Apple's idea. They wanted Google's AI, not OpenAI or their own AI, which apparently isn't good enough for Apple. So is this going to get Google in trouble? I don't know. I try to turn it off on my phone, so I can't evaluate whether or not it's good. But as far as I know, this was all Apple's idea. Yeah, I wonder if it's going to Google's AI more lawsuit. But on the other hand, like, can you have double jeopardy monopoly? Apparently, isn't good enough for Apple. Because Google was found guilty of having a no, I try to turn it off on my phone, so and it got some slap on the wrist, but very minor. In my non-expert more lawsuit. And one of the reasons was that because AI has already search landscape, so it doesn't have a monopoly anymore over the course of the lawsuit, essentially. Again, non-expert, dumbed down summary version. But very minor in my non-expert. So, and one of the reasons now it's being paid for its AI explicitly. So it doesn't. So it is different than its search, right? But now it's going to control Apple products in search and in AI. And I guess the idea in part of the settlement was just it can't be non-exclusive. Apple can also work with other companies, and so that might be part of this deal. Again, if Apple's just choosing to give them money and is still not contractually obligated to only work with them for their AI, and they do have their own AI product, which is a competitor, just apparently not a very good one. Part of the settlement, I guess that makes it okay. It can't be non-exclusive. Apple can also from where I'm sitting with other companies, and so that might be part of kind of duck duck gray duck. Just choosing to give money and is but still not contractually I don't make the rules there. Their AI and they do have their own AI product. We'll see. Just apparently we'll see if anybody else more in the legal sphere perks up and says, "Huh, did we stop that?" From where I'm sitting, but not up to me. Great. Well. Oh, hey Ross. I'm just wrapping things up. But I got it working on YouTube and LinkedIn today, so yay! So yeah, I got started a little earlier. We'll see if anybody else more in the legal sphere perks up and says, "Huh." Yeah, that's it for this. Did we stop that? Where I'm sitting. Am I hearing you looping back? Oh, I hope not. Great. Well, but it's possible. Sometimes my toddler gets buttons. But I got it working on YouTube and LinkedIn today, so yay. Oh, it might be picking up my desktop audio. Haha, gross. I don't really know what my desktop audio was going through my headphones. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was it. I apologize for everyone who was trying to listen to that. It's always something. But anyway, that I will add that to my list of things to make sure aren't on after I've been streaming a video game and then switch to this, because those are different settings. I will see you all at some point, definitely next week. Take care. everybody.